Trey, what are your thoughts going into this last week, last home game, and so forth?
Well, as first, I always want to give honor to God. But my thoughts going into this last week is just to finish strong. We came in here with a mission ahead of us to, have a great season, and we have a chance to end the season on a high note. So I'm excited about, especially looking forward to tomorrow.
Is this kind of surreal for you now that it's really here?
You always know, everything has to come to end eventually, and but yeah, now that we're here in this moment, I'm just really looking forward to it.
Expect tomorrow night to be like
Emotional, to say the least. Definitely emotional because of all the hard work we put in together as a team, and our fans have been behind us and supported us through the whole year, and so we want to go out on a special note, and I just expect the fans to be how they always are.
How have the fans helped you through the last couple of weeks? You had 3 home games since all this went down, and every one of them has been pretty emotional, pretty electric atmosphere too.
Yeah, they've helped our team tremendously, and me personally, just by the words I hear, by looking up and seeing signs, looking up and just you feel the support, and then when we talk to people just on the street, just outside off the basketball court, we really feel their compassion for us, and we really truly know they care for us.
your emotions evolved over the last 3 weeks?
Can you repeat that?
How have your emotions evolved over the last 3 weeks since the emotion? How much you kind of put it into perspective?
Yeah, it's all over the place because you're torn in a way because of course you want to play in the tournament. Of course, you want all these things to happen, but then you see all the good that's happened. Just people coming together. You feeling supported. You feel loved. So you feel a range of emotions. But then as a leader, you have to keep a straight face. You have to stay composed. You have to lead your troops. So you can't allow them to see you wavering. So you have to be strong. It's taught me how to be strong. It's taught me how to be a better leader. So I always look at how this experience has strengthened me and made me a better person. And when you look at that perspective, you grow.
Hey Trey, what's that March 5th Virginia game? Obviously, it's going to be it for you here. What's your next step after that in evaluating basketball and just your life in general? What are you gonna do after that?
That's a good question, and I think when that time comes, I'm gonna think really more about it. Right now, I'm just trying to enjoy being a college athlete, because I only have 2 games left, and we have a huge one tomorrow. So that's really my focus, just being in the moment, enjoying that. And then when that time comes to think, I'm gonna really, sit down with my family.
How would you want this team to be remembered, and how would you want yourself to be remembered among Louisville people?
Well, that's a really good question as well. I'm going to continue, being who I am. And this team is going to continue fighting, and we're fighters. I think we want to go down as, a team that, through all adversity, we stuck together and we fought, and we want that to represent this city. We want that to represent, people in general who, sometimes things may happen to you that you have no control over, but it's all about how you handle it and, who you are in the midst of adversity. So I just want this team to go down as a team that always fought to the end and persevered.
Trey, the coach's message over the last 2 weeks has been get better, not bitter.
Yeah.
But, this is your last go. Has that been kind of tough over the last month to kind of just continually to focus on that and not look at the other side of it?
You have a choice in the matter. Everybody, here has a choice. Everybody in the locker room has a choice. We either could, like you said, go be bitter and just throw the season in the trash, or we could be like, we could come together and we could finish strong. So you have a choice in the matter. We already made the decision in the locker room that we're going to keep fighting. So.
Will you watch the NCAA tournament and the ACC tournament, or what do you think you'll do?
I'm definitely going to watch it. I love basketball. It's always been my dream to play in it, but I've always watched it since I was young, so I'm gonna continue doing that.
It's hard not to watch the tournament and not to kind of size up you guys in that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna constantly be doing that. I think we would have been, definitely a major contender, chance to win a championship this year. I just got that type of belief in my teammates, and so it's going to definitely be tough, but roll with the punches.
What do you think the future of this team is next year? The next couple of years even maybe?
We got a lot of talented guys on this team. It's a very special team. Got a lot of the guys coming back. I mean, that's the great thing about it. We're so young, and I believe they listen to us. I think they definitely learned a lot from us, and they're going to bring that back next year. I think we have a great class coming in. When I met the guys, they're guys that were just like us. I think they're going to fit in, gel really well. So this team can be really, really good next year.
When you pass that leadership torch on, who are you passing it to, you think?
All the guys. There's no one leader. Like everybody, counted me and Damien the captains of the team, which we are in a sense. But there's so many leaders on this team. It doesn't just stop with somebody being appointed as a leader. There's so many leadership qualities in the younger guys. I see it in Donovan Mitchell. I see it in Dan Goodell. I see it in Ray Spalding. I see it in these guys. They're young, but they also know how to lead.
You had said on Saturday, you were kind of joking about as you were starting to approach Tuesday night, you're trying to fill all these tickets. How many people do you think are going to be?
Oh, man, it's been crazy. All my family want to come up, but that's good. That's a good problem to have, running out of tickets. But, that's just the type of support, I have from, people at home, but I feel from people here. Since day one I came to this city, I felt like it was home. People made me feel welcome, and that's the feeling you want to have going out, and I'm just happy to just have the city behind us as they are.
Any of the schools that you've been at, what's the most important thing you've learned about college basketball?
Ooh, man. Just in general, just how to be a better leader. I've been through a lot. I've been through a couple of schools, and each I've learned different experiences. But I say this one was the toughest and the greatest experience of my entire college career, because I've just learned so much here.
I think Damien has kind of been the poster guys for the fifth-year rule, and people weren't against it will use you all. Why is it a good rule? How have you benefited from being able to come here and play here?
I mean, first of all, it's been the best college experience of my life, so I want to say that. But it just gives you an opportunity to open more doors in your life. I've met more people. I've been able to expand on my college education. So I think it's opened many doors for me, and I'm really grateful for it.
Based on your experience in the postseason ban and all that, what would you recommend the NCAA do with cases like this in the future?
I can't speak on that matter. I really, just in my case, of course, I want to play. I would be speaking from my lenses, and just somebody who, had nothing to do with an incident and being penalized. So, I mean, just from my point of view, I would love to play.
Do you think there's a better way?
Maybe, but I don't even want to get into that.
How much consolation has these last couple of weeks been for you? I mean, still playing for something, in spite of everything that happened a month ago. I mean, how much has just being part of this race really kind of helped that process?
Big time, because it keeps you from thinking about, a ton of things I could be thinking about. It just keeps you focused in, and our efforts were to win the ACC, conference championship, and it was in our hands, but now it's in other people's hands. So we have to just, sit back and hope some teams lose or however it happens. But at the end of the day, we still have games ahead of us, and every time you're in those lines and you're playing the game that you love to do, it's a blessing. So you have to appreciate that, because nothing's guaranteed.
Do you think you've paved the way for guys at smaller schools who have degrees to get a, I don't want to say better opportunity to play college basketball, but play for a bigger name team?
It's all situational. You have to look at your situation, and you feel like if that's the right step for you, but it might not be the right step for everybody. In my case, I believe it was the right step for me, and I wouldn't change this decision for anything. No matter what happened, I'm happy with the decision I made.
Trey, do you feel like coming here has helped you? You said you're going to focus on your future in a couple of weeks, but getting ready for the NBA and getting looks from scouts, and the competition level? Has that helped you by coming to Louisville?
Most definitely. First and foremost, just playing for a Hall of Fame coach and Rick Pitino, who knows what it takes, who's been at that level, who's shared so much with me and taught me so much. And I can't, give him enough credit for that. And I just feel like I've become a better basketball player in person just being here. And so I definitely feel prepared for the next level, wherever that may be.
What part of your game is improving most?
I would say IQ, just understanding the game of basketball, understanding when to attack, when to pass, and just also understanding the whole the team atmosphere of the game, and just understanding as a point guard how to control the game.
One more for Trey.
What have the conversations, I know you guys are roommates, what have the conversations the past few weeks with Damian been about at this point?
Just like he came in my room earlier and like, hey, yo, did you see that new video on Twitter? Go look it up. Like the whole school is behind us, and they just came out with this new video. I still haven't seen it yet, so I'm about to go tell them to pull it up. But just stuff like that, man. We try to make light of everything that's going on and just enjoy the process because we only have 2 games left. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody.